All right, Mary. I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about what we talked about last time and kind of build on that. I just wanted to go over with you that whatever we talk about is between me and you, unless it's something that's harmful to you or harmful to someone else. And so, do you kind
What do you mean by harmful? Can you explain that a little bit more?
if it's something that, for example, is hurting you or is going to hurt or is hurting somebody else. So I'm glad that you asked me about that, and I'm glad that you understand that. Does that make sense to you? Fine.
Yeah, now it does because I wasn't sure what it meant.
Okay, great. Okay, so tell me, Mary, what's been going on since the last time we talked?
So much has changed, and I feel so overwhelmed by my situation. I don't understand why I enrolled in grad school while I am currently in another program and different areas of
Okay.
it hasn't been easy. There's times when I just want to cry and give up, and I feel very helpless and I feel like maybe I can't do it all. Maybe I can't work full time and go to school full time and be in two separate programs.
Hmm.
And I still have to deal with my child and all of his pressures because of his state testing and prepared.
Right.
I think with my own personal relationship as well.
Right.
Sometimes men aren't just as understanding as women, and they
Right.
want priority in our lives. So it's very hard for me to balance everything, and at times I just feel like I want to explode, and I don't know what else to do.
What are some things that have been going on in grad school that you feel have been so overwhelming? Is it just your time? Is it managing your time? Is it what specifically is going on?
I think you said it best right now when you said managing my time. I hadn't thought about that until you brought it up to me. Um, I feel like at this point, I still haven't found organization in my to balance both programs out
Mm-hmm.
because I was a little bit overly ambitious and
Mm-hmm.
I signed up to finish up one program and to begin another program as a full-time student in both. So I'm doing concurrent classes at the same time,
Right.
and my assignments sometimes overlap. Like on the same day, I'll have discussion board postings due for both class, and then I forget who I responded to. And then I
Right.
feel bad because I have to go back and search the whole post
Mm-hmm.
and think, hey, well, what's wrong with me that I am not focusing on who I respond? And
Right.
that on top of all the pressures of my work, and work gets really stressful second semester as well. That's not
Right.
helping me. I have a migraine headache all the time. I'm taking Tylenol. I'm taking all these coffee breaks just to
Mm-hmm.
make things balanced.
What are some things that you do for yourself to de-stress or compress? What are some things that you do for yourself or you like to do?
Lately, I haven't been able to do much of anything, but now that I think back, when I would decompress, my boyfriend and I would go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do cardio, I would do the elliptical, I'd go run, I'd do some weights, and by the time you knew it, I felt the physical anxiety, the physical pressure. I would feel it just go away. And just sweating it out, I think gave me time. I was able just to think clearly. And
Right.
for that second, it's like my problem didn't exist. I
Right.
was very lucky to have that hour or the hour and a half when we'd go. But now that his shift changed because he's a police officer,
Mm-hmm.
he's working graveyard. So now it's very hard for us to go
Mm,
late after I finish all my grad school work and
right.
I write my discussion postings and I do my webinars. By the time you know it, it's time for him to leave to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not about to go by myself.
Right.
It's fun when you have a partner.
Definitely. Have you thought about something that maybe you could do at home? Maybe you can go work out with him on the weekends, since weekends are a little bit easier since your son probably, doesn't have to go to school, or what's something that maybe you could do at home that I think that probably you could probably